Whoa, whoa, what a day, what a day, what a day with motions and the Judge Whitaker, and uh, Young Thug defense lawyers. It reminded me of a basketball game. Y'all know I used to hoop from sixth grade to 12th grade, and we won the state championship. So I know what a fourth quarter looks when the defense is bringing it down court and they ain't taking no shorts. They got jumpers going off. They got double pumps. They got alley oops. They got layups. They got passes. They passing the ball, boom, boom, boom. They putting the heat and the pressure on. They got the full court press. They got, oh my goodness, the half court press. And Attorney Love them is fumbling the ball. Attorney Love is fumbling the ball. Oh gosh, almost to the point where um, Attorney Hilton and Attorney Love and their team is almost hiding behind the computers. I tell you, they are not letting up the heat. They know Judge Whitaker is a judge that is to the point. She done brought structure in there, and this is the kind of structure that they're used to. This is the kind of ball game they're used to. Have you ever been to a ball game and you start playing the other team's game and you're messing up and you can't get your groove in, you can't get to playing, and you playing like them? But when you bring that structure, and you get back in your own game and your own purpose, and since the unstructured, biased Judge Glanville has been kicked out, moved off the case, then now the structure has come, and Attorney Love is not like Khalid, the artist, the song Love Lies. Love just flat out lies until the judge has to say, Attorney Love, you need to practice some candor. And Attorney Love, she's from the hood, but she's from the hood that don't know when to be quiet. And she says, respectfully, Judge, I do know how to use candor. She's like one of them kids gotta have the last word to say. Is Attorney Love married? Oh my God. I bet you her husband wants to do this sometime, if she is. But anyway, guys, it's heated up. It's like the fourth quarter. I don't think this is going to go into overtime. I think this is going to be it. I think there is not even a match. They are like 15 points behind. I don't even think they can catch up at this point. I think that you need to see this link in the description. It starts from the defense attorneys getting upset because of the ex parte meeting, July the 10th, and then finding out, what is it, 31 days since then? Since Judge's been recused? I mean, he's been recused for about 20 days. How come when I think Judge Whitaker, I'm going to back up, but I think Judge Whitaker is throwing some throwing some stuff in the game. She said, are there any other ex parte meetings? If there are, let us know, and put the prosecution on the spot till they had to say July the 7th. So the defense got heated up, starting with Sharp, Attorney Sharp. Attorney Sharp came up there and said, this is outrageous. I'm heated. My bald head's been steaming all night. Judge, I'm just flat out flabbergasted. They are putting on the press. And Shard is like the wing guard, and Brian Steele is like the point guard. And then here comes the forward. Here comes Weinstein. He comes with his shots and tells the judge, look, way back in 2022, I told Glanville, please make the prosecution have all their stuff up And I was rooting for Glanville, saying he's doing the best he can with this kind of trial. And I'm looking like an idiot now. The heat doesn't stop. Here is Attorney Steele, the point guard. Come on now. Then we got the other forward that never says anything, that gets about 6 or 7 points a game with the ponytail in the back, bringing his 2 cents. Come on now. It's a basketball game now, guys. It's a basketball game. The crowd is roaring. The crowd on the internet is roaring, saying, Love is getting smashed by the judge. Love is getting smashed by Sharp. Love is getting smashed by Weinstein. Love is getting smashed by Steele. Okay. So the judge let all the motions go. Bam, 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 bam. I'm not going to overturn a judge's decision, another trial judge's decision. And most judges do not like to do that. So I am not surprised. But the one thing she left open is she's got to sit down and look at that one motion, the mistrial. So she's saying, I don't know, we're going to weigh it out. And most people are thinking that she is not going to call a mistrial. But I was thinking it at first. But when she said it, oh no, Brian Steele wasn't having it. Weinstein, Shard, none of the attorneys. They are putting on the full court press. They are not letting up. They keep pointing out how preposterous this is. And it's because now they've got information from the ex parte hearing that they're looking like Glanville and Love and Hilton. They've been sharing text messages and conversations and being messy and gossiping with each other about this case. How about having a judge in your corner like that you can get on, well, allegedly, all this is alleged. The judge in the corner where you can get on the phone and say, this is ridiculous. What happened today? We need to talk about this. We need to stop him. What can we do, Judge, to get him to understand that now that his attorney's on vacation and we got him so we can get a chance to talk to him. He really doesn't have the information he needs. And Glanville's like, yeah. Well, we can write down some questions for Woody to answer, and da. And then they had a meeting that Friday. When they threw him in the slammer, they had a meeting. And then Monday comes, they have a meeting, got their hands caught in the cookie jar. Oh my goodness. I am excited because this reminded me of back in the day when I used to score about 18 points in a game. So let's get with it. I got my popcorn now. I got some crackers. I don't even eat pork, and I bought some of these. I eat beef all my life. I said, let me get some skins for this one. Yep. Yep. Got me some skin. Yeah. I want to show you this video. Let you hear some of this. I got a new laptop. I'm ready for this quarter. I'm ready for the fourth quarter. I'm ready. I lost my tablet. I'm always losing my phone, my tablet. One time I left it on the top of a car. But listen, you see I'm a little blonde. But listen, you got to see this. I left the link in the description. Let's get ready. Let me try to set this up for you guys so that you can hear it the way I'm going to hear it. And let's see if I can flip this, y'all. How do we do this? Share. Share screen. Let me see. Share screen. I don't know if I can share the screen. Let's see. What do I look up? See, this is the first time I've done this because I tell you. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn this camera around. You know what? I'm just going to have to flat out turn the laptop around. I hope y'all can hear it.
They're just liars. And I'll tell you this. I was watching yesterday. I was watching court. I was there today.
I have lost, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I have lost audio. So Rachel, keep going over. If you nod your head if you can hear me. Can you hear me? All right. I want you to keep going over the motion as you see it. I'm going to keep the stream going. I'm going to readjust something, and I will be back.
That's fine, perfect. Okay, now the substitute teacher.
This is inside the law, guys.
Hopefully my dog will behave. What I wanted to say is that the judge specifically asked how many ex parte meetings were there yesterday in court. And she asked the defense how many they've had and like what was the context. Asked the state. This June 7th transcript that occurred before the other one that was released about with Kayla Bumpus and Copeland and the judge, the state did not mention this yesterday, even though clearly it happened. It's another lack of candor to the court. Just unbelievable lying. And so when she starts talking
lies.
about how proper it is to keep them on the case and how nothing that they did was wrong, they're lying to the court. They have a lack of a lack of candor when they have a duty to actually be truthful to the court. So I was telling them, Phil, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, no, so I was telling them that the judge specifically asked about all the different ex parte meetings that had been had that might be of interest to the opposing party. This June 7th situation was not mentioned. They asked
June
the state,
7th.
she didn't say, oh yeah, we also had one on the 7th. But as Max Shard explained, this provides the context for what happened on the 10th, which we've had that transcript for a bit. They were clearly getting together to figure out how they were going to get around Melnick representing Copeland in a way that they didn't think represented his best interest. I don't believe she mentioned it because I was watching too, but bottom line is she told the court that she didn't think that he was represented. They waited until Melnick went out of town. They took advantage of him having a new attorney the next week. But we see the setup. The judge says, what can I do? There must have been some kind of communication over the weekend between her saying, do your homework, and Monday having another ex parte meeting. What could they do? They could have another ex parte meeting and try to threaten Copeland into testifying. So I guess it's just me, guys. Adrian Love, this is one of my favorites. I don't have the, there you are. I don't have the actual transcript up, but Adrian Love is talking about how she cares, just the idea of someone sitting in jail throughout this trial. If that's what he's being counseled to do, that's just wrong. All of a sudden she cares about people being in jail pending trial.
Yeah, I apologize to people. I do keep dropping, and I've been trying to, I have some kind of a glitch on my end. I'm just
wants to get in because they want the attention from it. This thing's been going on for like a year and a half.
All right, let me show you. Let me play a video, Rachel, and I want to talk to you about it on the other side. And we're going to talk about what this means in.
After months of me complaining about late discovery from the state, which should have been produced in December of 2022, when another terabyte or so tranche of discovery was produced to us, I begged Chief Judge Glanville to put a hard deadline on the discovery being produced from the state. He refused to do so. And you know what Judge Glanville's response to me was? I will tell you. I will tell you what his response was. If this was a civil trial, I would keep this out. But since this is a criminal trial, coming in. If this was a civil trial, if it was about money, I would keep it out. But since it's only about Mr. Kendrick's life, that last part obviously wasn't in there. But if this is a civil trial, I would keep it out. I've been a civil litigator for 25 years. I agree that if it was a civil trial, it would be kept out. What I'm shocked by, and I'm new to criminal, what I'm shocked by is that the standard would not be higher in a criminal trial. But what did I say to people? Chief Judge Glanville is doing his best. He is doing his best. And now, again,
I look like an idiot.
I don't even know what to say to my client, Your Honor.
All right, well.
He said I look like an idiot.
All right.
They didn't have that part.
I want to explore that, and I'm going to get Rachel's comments on it. But first, I want to say welcome to the now 1,580 people that are joining us. And if you're you're just joining us, this is Inside the Law, where we take you inside the real justice system so that you can learn sometimes the unpleasant truths. And one of the unpleasant truths about it that you just heard from Doug Weinstein, at least in the state of Georgia, we don't do trial by ambush. We're supposed to be entitled to have discovery. That means everything that the other side has, and there's certain rules about it. But under Georgia law, prosecutors are they don't really have to give you anything until 10 days before trial, if you can believe it.
Okay, so that's another story. We're going to get past that. I don't know if they have a little footage with Max, Mr. Attorney Sharp speaking, but I just wanted you guys to see part of the full court press. I need to find you guys something because we're gonna keep it real funky up in here. How about that? Listen, we've got to. Let me find this. Here it is. Okay. Attorney Sharp. I've never seen him do about 3 jumpers in a row in a matter of 3 minutes. So you got about 3 jumpers in there. Check it out. Let me find something for you with Attorney Sharp. Turning it up. Here he goes. There we go.
He then demanded a transcript. We complained about said inappropriate ex parte meeting. At no point, when the court finally acknowledged that there was an ex parte meeting that occurred on Monday, June 10th, at no point did the court or the state at that point acknowledge, oh, by the way, there was another ex parte meeting that occurred on June 7th. We sat there after finding out about one ex parte meeting and having to drag the truth out. We sat there and the state and their co-conspirator, the trial court, were silent about the first ex parte meeting that happened on June 7th. What happened in that meeting on June 7th? The state went in and disparaged defense counsel. The state, with no one else there, trashed a fellow member of the bar, Mr. Melnick, trashed another fellow member of the bar, Caleb Bumpus, presumed the guilt of all these individuals, including my client, Shannon Stillwell, and all but accused myself and Mr. Steele of being co-conspirators in this YSL enterprise. And the judge agreed. And the judge said in his ex parte meeting, yes, I've observed these things. The judge presumed the guilt of all the defendants. The judge presumed the guilt of myself and co-counsel, Mr. Steele. And all this, people have been saying to me throughout this whole trial, why does Judge Glanville have it out for you? And it never made sense. And I don't assume bad motives of anyone. Why did Judge Glanville, when you did nothing wrong, try to throw you in jail? Accuse you of cussing him out in open court when you didn't do anything? Why does he always tell you, yell at you, tell you to sit down and be quiet? Why does he cut you off at every opportunity? Why did he try to throw Brian Steele in jail for 20 days for doing what was right? And I didn't have an answer. And then yesterday I received, and I appreciate that, Judge. I appreciate someone finally being open about what's going on here. And I received a transcript. And in that transcript, the trial judge, who is not only assuming the guilt of my client, but is assuming the guilt of me and my friend, Mr. Steele. This is gross. This is disgusting. But it's all starting to make sense. It clicked when I read that transcript last night. This is not okay. Nothing about this is okay. These gentlemen have a right to a fair and impartial judge. And I appreciate the fact that you are going to be a fair and impartial judge. But the reality, Judge, is that they don't have a right to a fair and impartial judge starting on witness 76 of a trial after 9 months or whatever it is.
Full court press.
They
Go ahead,
have the right
sir.
to a fair and impartial judge from the beginning. And this is absolutely gross and disgusting. And the bottom line is there's a lot more discussions that need to be had about this. But the bottom line is, if you ask me, do we need to revisit the rulings of the judge who sits in chambers secretly and talks to the other side and says, yes, I've been observing this. I've been observing this about what's going on in trial. The judge that says, not only I'm going to meet with you on Friday and on Monday, but if we need to talk during the weekend, yeah, we can do that. The judge that suggests handing Mr. Copeland a list of questions. Do we need to revisit those rulings? Absolutely, we need to revisit those rulings. We need to revisit everything. This is broken, and it's not okay. It's not okay. It's offensive. And it's not your fault, Judge. You didn't do this. I'm not trying to raise my voice at you. I'm heated right now.
I can tell.
My steam's been coming off my bald head all night.
Sure did about 4 layups, 3-point plays, shots, bam, bam, bam. 2 alley-oops, 2 double pumps. Go ahead, wing guard. Go ahead. I ain't never seen a play like that. You know this got to be the state championship. I'm just excited because I know that this is a turn of events. It's just a shift. It's like they've been waking up in the 4th quarter saying, hey, we got to bring it on. We got to close this. We got to finish this game. We got to bring it on to the end. We can't let them have no air to breathe. We can't let them come back. We can't let them come back and get no overtime. No, we don't have enough overtime. We don't had enough of them calling timeouts and oh, we got to bring another motion, and oh, we didn't do it last night because I had a personal thing. Can we do it next week, Judge? They even tried to pull it with Miss Whitaker. She said, I want to have 30 witnesses ready by next week. 30 witnesses. Oh man, you know what? Let me tell you something. When God brings order in the court, bang, 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 bang. When order comes, and this is the flow of the justice system that the Constitution has set up and put in place so that people like Miss Love could not willow herself around and people wrong, like people like Fannie Willis can't just bring 28 defendants and try to put them all in jail for a lifetime and trick them into taking plea deals. You know, let's rewind to when Judge Glanville first got this case, and he actually told those defendants, you know, you're not going to be able to take these pleas, make another plea. You better think about getting these plea deals. You better think hard and good about these pleas. I mean, he was working for the prosecution then, allegedly. He was. If you go back to where those people were saying, no, we're pleading not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Never have I seen in a court of law so many people accused with such a magnitude and a major counts like this and not immediately start taking plea deals. These guys were like H to the E to the double hockey sticks. No, we're not pleading guilty. We taking it all the way. We are taking it all the way. We're not giving up. We're standing our ground. This is going to be a monumental case in Fulton County. It already is. It's going to be a case for the law books as they are writing laws. Still, Weinstein, all the attorneys, as they are doing this case, they are writing law. They are revisiting law, and this will be used from time to time in the future. Hopefully, it'll stay on the law books, and my God, they make me want to be a lawyer. I wanted to be, but my God, all I have to say is Attorney Love had been reprimanded about using her candor, because Attorney Love likes to not be like the song by Khalid, Love Lies, but Love Lies. And then she's got Hilton in there lying. All of them. Those two. But the people that are with her, they look so awkwardly uncomfortable through the entire trial. Miss Love is always making faces and making expressions and needing somebody to talk to her left. I think Attorney Hilton, the white guy, the white attorney in the middle, probably was put in the middle on purpose. Attorney Hilton probably pulled him to the side and said, bro, I don't want to sit by her. Let's keep it real funky like this. And he's sitting in the middle, and they need that. She needs that for her sanity. I promise. Listen, you guys stay tuned, because this has just gotten interesting. I think that it's going to be a mistrial. I think she may carry it on for a little while, but it is definitely going to be carried on to a mistrial. My opinion. There's too much in that June 7th meeting that shows that they were being messy. That's the tea for tonight. Had to come in here, had to listen to everybody do their synopsis last couple of days, come back around, tie a string around it, put a bow on it, and I will see y'all later. Peace out. This has been Graceful Exposure. Hey, if you like this basketball game, give me a subscription, give me a like, let other people get this. Share it. Share if you dare. Take care. Bye.